Good morning, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great morning this morning. It is Sunday morning. Still a coffee kind of morning. Although I have to get some more. Almost finished. And my second video of the morning. I just finished a contest entry for the Great Logan at Murmur Than Hell, doing a parental advisory contest. A lot of fun doing that one. But I've been wanting to do this one for a bit. As you may be in the same boat as me, your record collection has grown substantially since you've been watching the VC, because you learn from other VC members talking about these great bands and the albums that these great bands and artists have. So I wanted to show you 15 bands I've discovered through the VC. Sometimes bands that I've heard of that I didn't know anything about, bands that I didn't know anything about, and I've discovered through other VC members. So that's my topic for today. 15, and there's more. There's tons more. I'm just going to show you 15 here. So before I get into it though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. Again, cheers. That's it. I'm done. So yeah, just like I try to show a lot of Canadian bands, a lot of other interesting bands, and hopefully enticing other VC members to check these bands out and the albums out to add to their collection. I've been influenced by so many great VC members on these bands that I'm going to show you. And again, there's tons more. I just had to kind of limit it to 15 here. So right off the bat, my good friend Glenn Calloway from the basement, who just lives down the road, about 15-20 minutes east of here. Now, I knew of this band. I just didn't have any of their stuff. He was a big fan of this band, and he dropped off their debut album to me one day, In the Court of the Crimson King by King Crimson, and I was just amazed by this album, and it gave me a wonderful introduction to a fantastic, fantastic band. And since then, I managed to find a second copy of the album through a box of albums that I've been given. It's still in beautiful shape. Also picked up The Young Person's Guide to King Crimson. Love that cover. Islands. Sorry, it's upside down here. Wonderful album, Islands. Red. And a couple of live albums. So this is live in Toronto. Fantastic performance with the later lineup. And this wonderful box set I picked up, which is 5 CDs of all live performances by King Crimson. This is 2014 to 2018 audio diary. It's an amazing, amazing box set. And there's all the track lists there. So thank you, Glenn Calloway, for introducing me to the amazing King Crimson. I just want to continue to find more of their discography and add to my collection for sure. Next, we have the band Angel that I discovered through Aaron Mutha Elamere, an amazing, one of the most giving people in the VC. It's cool when you are digging through and you hear and watch, for example, Aaron's video, and then all of a sudden you find that album or one of the albums from the band that he's been mentioning, and you scoop it up right away. So Angel, great hair band, glam rock band, great music. So this is their album White Hot. and their self-titled Angel album. Thank you, Aaron, for introducing me to Angel. Fantastic, fantastic band, by the way. I was given a box of albums that I mentioned earlier, and I was going through and showing people what I got. And I was showing this one here. This is Beau Dommage. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce this. But this is a great French progressive band from Montreal, Quebec. And the beautiful Eve, My Lady Soul, pointed out who this band was. And she said, oh, by the way, have you checked out Harmonium? I said, no. So I did. I was able to find a beautiful live set of Harmonium. There's the band there. Very progressive, very unique band. So happy to find this one. And also found one in the wild. This is La Habitat, I believe it is. Again, everything's in French, but the music is just beautiful, beautiful stuff. So thank you, My Lady Soul, for introducing me to Harmonium, as well as Beau Dommage. Aaron again. I'm going to talk about Aaron probably quite a bit in this one. Introduced me to Ghost. Great Swedish band, Ghost. Kind of an antichrist. All the members are dressed as ghouls. It's supposed to be doom metal, but I find it's more doom pop and rock. Music's really, really melodic. It's really, really good. But thank you, Aaron, for introducing me to Ghost. This is Ghost BC. And we have self-titled Ghost. There's the band members there. Tobias Fergay, I believe his last name is. He's the only known member of the band. The rest are unnamed ghouls, they're called. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. Really, really good. The great George Allen, LPs and CDs. He just had a contest himself. I was talking about this band a while ago now, a couple of months ago, and showing their great first album. It's still pretty pricey, that album, but I did manage to find a great live album. This is Quicksilver, Messenger Service, and this is live at the Old Mill Tavern, March 29th, 1970. Great psychedelic rock, blues rock, and thank you, George, for introducing me to Quicksilver Messenger Service. Fantastic stuff. Really happy to have this one in my collection. Aaron again, Aaron with the Alamar, one of his favorite bands and becoming one of my favorite as well. Introduced me to the stoner rock music of Clutch from Germantown, USA. What a great rock band this is, Clutch. So again, thank you, Aaron. You've introduced me to so many wonderful, wonderful bands and music and artists. So I have Clutch. I have Volume 1, the Weathermaker Vault Series. Then we have Blast Turret. I love the cover of this one. And we have Robot Hive Exodus. As you can see, he's really gotten me into this one. This is Strange Cousins from the West. This is Book of Bad Decisions. I love that cover as well. There's the just great straight ahead rock. This is From Beale Street to Oblivion. Kind of a New Orleans setting in this one. So yeah, thank you, Aaron, for introducing me to Clutch. fantastic, fantastic band. I'm going to go to Glenn Calloway again, and one of his favorite bands, Grateful Dead, Working Man's Dead. This is a beautiful, beautiful album. Grateful Dead is such a fantastic, fantastic band. I love the 3D cover on this one. So yes, there's so much to choose from with the Grateful Dead. This is a 3 CD set. There's so much to choose from, so many live performances, so many, where do you start? So Glenn was guiding me to this one for sure, Working Man's Dead. And then we have probably their best album and one of my favorites. This is American Beauty. This is a great place to start for the Grateful Dead, American Beauty. And then I was able to find the Arista Years, kind of a compilation album. This is a double CD of all their hits plus some live performances. So you got disc 1 is Terrapin Station, and then you've got Shakedown Street, Go to Heaven, Reckoning, Dead Set Live, and then on disc 2 is In the Dark, Built to Last, and Without a Net. Fantastic, fantastic stuff. And I just recently found this one. This is the Grateful Dead 50th Anniversary Deluxe Edition of their debut album. And again, it's a double album with disc 1 of the original album, and disc 2 is in Vancouver, British Columbia, live set, 1966 live set. Sorry. So great introduction to Grateful Dead, Glenn Calloway from the basement. Thank you so much. Next, Pete Pardo at Sea of Tranquility has a fantastic channel, huge channel. That's his job basically. He reviews albums, but he was talking up a lot of this band, and I absolutely fell in love with him. Great heavy rock, stoner rock band, kind of in a Black Sabbath kind of style. This is Budgie, and this is the MCA albums 1973 and 1975. It's a 3 CD set. So you've got this is sorry, which one is this one? In for the Kill. This is yeah, so this is Never Turn Your Back on a Friend. And then we have In for the Kill. And then Bandolier. There's the band members there. It's a great band. I really love this box set. And I used to watch Pete quite a bit. I just haven't had the time to watch a lot of his stuff, but fantastic speaker, talks, and he knows all this stuff. And he's got, I don't know how many, 10, 15,000 CDs in his collection. He knows what he's talking about. But a great band, Budgie. I also have their best of. It's on the MCA label. So thank you, Pete, for introducing me to them. I'm going to go back to Glenn Calloway again. And Bloomfield, Cooper, and Stills. Super Session. So on half the album, you've got Al Cooper with Mike Bloomfield on half of the album, and the other half is Stephen Stills with Al Cooper. Fantastic blues album. There's Stephen Stills up in the corner there. It's a great album. So, and thank you, Glenn, for introducing me to this one, as well as the Paul Butterfield Blues Band. Fantastic blues he recommended this one highly. Picked it up right away, and loved it ever since. So thank you, Glenn Calloway, for that again. Thank you for everything you've introduced me to. And I've also found Paul Butterfield's Better Days. Fantastic album. It's on the Bearsville label. Great sounding blues album. Back to Pete Pardo at Sea of Tranquility. Talked a lot about this band as well. Great British hard rock band, blues rock. Pardon me, this is Atomic Rooster and Sleeping for Years. Showing 4 CDs of their great body of work. You've got CD 1, Sleeping for Years. There's the band there. Then you've got this is Death Walks Behind You. And then you've got this one here, disc 3. And disc 4. This is called, what is this called? Nice and Greasy. This one is called In Hearing Of. Fantastic, fantastic stuff from Atomic Rooster. Comes with a nice booklet as well. But so happy to be introduced to Atomic Rooster. Really, really good stuff. I also have In Hearing Of in vinyl. Sounds great. The cover's a little worn at the top, but the vinyl itself sounds really good. I can't remember who introduced me. I think it was Pete at Sea of Tranquility. Talk about these guys. I'm pretty sure it was. This is King's X. Great rock band, trio that have Christian themes to their music, but they don't preach, if that makes any sense. I was able to also find Manic Midnight and Please Come Home, Mr. Bulbous. Great music from King's X. I love these guys. This is their first album, Out of the Silent Planet. Then we have Gretchen Goes to Nebraska, one of my favorites. And we have Faith, Hope, and Love. And then this is self-titled King's X. And then Dogma. So 6 studio albums from King's X, just from recommendations by, and I'm pretty sure it was Sea of Tranquility that introduced me to this one. Again, great hard rock, but great themes to the music as well. These are great little box sets also. They're so good. From Rob Walker and also Richard McCook, I believe, talked about these guys, but I think more Rob Walker. This is Echo and the Bunnymen. Great English new wave band. And this, again, another great little box set. You've got their first album, Crocodiles, and Heaven Up Here. And then you got Porcupine and Ocean Rain, one of my favorites by these guys, and a self-titled Echo and the Bunnymen. But again, without seeing Rob and Richard talk about these guys, I wouldn't have known anything about Echo and the Bunnymen. So again, happy to have this in my collection. I also have Ocean Rain on vinyl. I'm going to go back to Glenn Calloway from the basement again. This man knows his music, and talk about Bebop Deluxe. Great band, Bebop Deluxe. This is Drastic Plastic on the Harvest label. Fantastic, fantastic band. Bebop Deluxe. Then we have Axe Victim. Then we have Sunburst Finish. Love that cover. There's the band there. Great band in Bebop Deluxe. I think Aaron Muth-Alamer talked about these guys. I also think Chris Prophy talked about them. Jeff Witcher talked about them as well. Just fantastic stuff. Definitely the four I just mentioned. The three I just mentioned. Chris Prophy, Musically Obsessed, Jeff Witcher, and Aaron Muth-Alamer talked about the Great Kin Band as well. The great rockin' Great Kin Band. This is with Naked Eye on the Berkeley label. And we have Next of Kin, Kintagious, and we have Citizen Kin, and again. So without all these wonderful people mentioning these fantastic bands and all these fantastic artists, I wouldn't have known probably half of, I probably would have eventually discovered them, but I'm so grateful to have wonderful BC members. And again, I'm probably missing 1,000 bands and 1,000 BC members that have talked about all these fantastic bands and artists, but I had to limit it to a certain amount of albums. But check out some of these bands that I've shown you. They're fantastic. I think you'll love them. I love every band that I have in my collection. I don't think I've got a dud in there. So definitely check out these, and have yourself a wonderful day. Take care. Bye now.